Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Prosperous Musician, where we talk music, marketing and money. And today what I want to talk to you about is we've got 3 different sites to increase your gigs. Now these are kind of sites that are designed if you're a professional musician. It's like a kind of an agency site, if you like. They put up gigs, you apply for them, and it's a way of securing different gigs. Now, I've touched on a couple of these before, but I just want to go into a little bit more detail and show you how it works. So the first one is called Encore, and here you go. So it's Encore Musicians, and this is a site I've been on for a while, and it's recently been updated. It seems to be, the jobs seem to be more sort of specific, and the profile gives you a bit more sort of detail in it, which is good. So just to give you a quick example of how it looks. So these are kind of posted up. Obviously you put your details in, you show where you are geographically and where you're prepared to travel, and then the algorithms obviously present you with jobs that are near to you or in that area, that radius that you've already specified. Very much like online dating. Think of it like that. Matched up with jobs that you like and dependent on your skills and what you actually put on your profile. So here we go. You can see how accurate this is for me. ABBA tribute singer or group for country in Evesham. So I'm not an ABBA tribute singer or a group, but I do live nearby Evesham, so that's probably why they've sent me this. African style drummer for wedding in Solihull. Obviously I'm not an African style drummer, but I do live near Solihull. So it's more of a geographical thing more than a musical thing at this point, although I've just updated my profile on here, and maybe it takes a little while for them to re-establish the keywords. But anyway, so you can see here pretty much the important stuff: where it is, when it is, how much it is, and what time it is. And then simply, if I wanted to go and know more about that, you can find a little bit more about it, exactly what they're looking for. There's a video there. I'll include your own video. And that's it, basically. It's pretty straightforward. It tells you a little bit more about Phoebe. You can view the jobs page on here. Here we go, there you go. So they've got showing the budget, and there you go. It tells you everything you need to know about it. And then you simply, if you want to go, yep, that's me, I'm down with that, you just click on there, and then obviously you can see, I've got a cover photo here. Why are they doing this? Anyway, I've just updated the cover. Anyway, that's something I need to do later. So, so you can apply as you, or you can add a group. Then you write down your cover letter, your cover note. So you say why you're the best person for the gig, responses to details in the listings, equipment to travel arrangements. So it's like applying for a job, isn't it? Basically, this is like a jobs site. You're applying for it. It just happens to be music, so you treat it like that. You can put your quote in. Obviously, it fits the budget, and there you go. It kind of gives you. Let's just type the figures in here. It won't allow me to do that because I haven't done this. So basically, you put in there, and it just deducts the expenses on the 15%, so you know how much you're going to get. So it's pretty much that's it. You just go Padoom, and off you go. And obviously, there's no real limit to how many jobs you can apply for on this. This is the good thing, and it's free. So obviously, as you saw there, Encore make the money off the back end. So it's completely free to join. There's no downside really. I've joined up. I have to be perfectly honest with you. Although I have joined up, I'll be very transparent here. Although I have joined up, I don't have any bookings. I haven't had any bookings of this. I've had some people interested, and I've had some people looking at my site, but I guess what's happening is, I'll just move myself here. I guess in my instance, I've been applying for a lot of wedding gigs, and I haven't actually haven't got a lot of wedding experience. So that might be one of the reasons why I'm not getting as much wedding work, or any of the sort of applications aren't successful in that way. So, but with anything with these, you know, you've got to just keep trying and keep tweaking your profile, updating your profile, keep sending out for the jobs, and eventually you might get it. I know there's a couple of people who I've told about this, a couple of musicians, varying success they've had with it. Some people have had, oh, you know, people are pricing me out of the market. You know, I had one guy who was saying he's a professional violinist, and he was noticing that a lot of younger musicians were undercutting. They were willing to do work for a lot less, which means, you know, as he put it, it's a race to the bottom, which is quite a depressing thought. But there's also another guy that has got a lot of gigs from this. So it's one of those. It depends, I suppose, who you are, how active you are on it, how many gigs you want to get. So that is Encore. So check that out. There will be a link below if you want to try it out. Just click on the link and sign up, and check it out. Okay, let me put myself up here. So this one then is called Gigmit, and now I'm telling this from I'm in the UK, right? And a lot of these gigs on here, this is like finding gigs. So this is more about, it seems to be aimed more at the singer-songwriter, which where I've set my profile up here as the singer-songwriter doing more original kind of music, not so much the covers and the weddings. Although they do wedding advertisements on here, or gigs. It tends to be more about festivals and club nights and things like that. So once again, find it out, find gigs. So basically, like every other site, you set up your profile there and put your gigs and all your kind of links in there, and you press, put in your tags. It's all pretty self-explanatory when you get into it, and you find the gigs here. Just give it a little chance to upload. So as you can see, these tend to be a lot of European, like German, French, Spanish, all that kind of stuff, which is great. And it tells you these are like premium gigs, so you can apply if you're a pro member. It tells you there how much you can expect to get, accommodation, travel expenses, and you just simply apply now. It's very simple. And it tells you here, so there's a summer festival here at university, it looks like in Germany, all genres, so that would fit me, €500 fixed fee. So you just click on that, and there you go, it takes you there, it tells you there. Second biggest campus festival in Germany is looking for an opening act again. Play alongside acts like Craft Club, Beginner, Crow, Casper, Materialia, Cluso, blah blah blah. All these are probably very big in Germany, but don't mean anything to me. And there you go, it tells you all about what you need to know, and you simply just apply. Again, it tells you the agency there who's going through it, so maybe you could be a bit cheeky and contact them directly. Not that these take a cut or anything, I don't know. But anyway, you just apply now, and here it is here. Let's just translate. So it says here, oh, this gig unfortunately does not match your artist profile. Either your genre student matches the gig, or the origin is too far away. So you can still apply to that, even though you're not appropriate for it. Fixed fairy. What does that mean? Okay, a bit of a lost in translation there. So yeah, this one, just in summary then, tends to be a lot more of international festivals, particularly European festivals. And again, it's a numbers game. You just got to keep applying, making sure you're tweaking your page and your profile. As you can see here, there's lots of different specific ones here. So these are kind of more live, Future Beach, Future Beach, Trap, Deutsche Rap. So obviously I wouldn't waste my time applying to something like that, because that's not me. You got here, look, a wedding. It's a live covers music. So maybe that, for Rebecca, if you wanted to apply for a wedding, to play a wedding, I could do that. Again, lots of weddings on here, events, DJs. So you've got a mixture of festivals, club nights, and weddings on here, and it tells you all the fees and stuff here. So there you go. If you fancied putting a European tour together, that'd be something that you could look into. Alright, so let's move briefly on to Airbnb. Now this is quite exciting because Airbnb is huge, isn't it? It's a massive company, and they've got a lot of reach, if you like, a lot of profile. And they've started doing Airbnb concerts. So basically what you can do with this is to publicize your concert. So if you do like a house concert or any kind of gig, and you want to make it into an experience. So it's like more like an intimate experience. So it's less like putting it on in a pub or like a standard gig. This one seems to be more slightly different approaches. So as you can see here, intimate concert. So like in a cathedral, or at a boathouse, or in a secret jazz club, or in somebody's house, in a speakeasy, at the West End Church. So anything that's kind of slightly different to the norm. There you go here, Shoreditch Lounge gig. So again, people getting really creative. People wanting something different from the arena gig or just the usual kind of pub gig. So this is a great way of maybe setting up some ideas here. Look, so setting up a showcase. So get you and your friends get together and set something up in your local in a living room or in a local sort of back room of a pub. You could do it like that. Just promote your own gig. Kind of contradicting myself there, but if you're making it kind of intimate and more like a house concert rather than inviting just like a free big where the music's in the background, I think that's what this is about. A yurt, as summer's coming, if you've got a yurt or a gazebo, or it's just another way of promoting yourself. There's this sort of tree house gig there, and because it's on Airbnb, you're potentially reaching a lot more people. And you can see here again, if you were from the musician's point of view, if you were putting together a concert or a tour rather, then you could really go somewhere near to acoustic music near the Eiffel Tower. This is interesting. So you could approach these people and say, look, I'm a musician, I'm touring, I'm going to be in this area. How about we are joining your gig here, or do you know anyone who where I can get a gig? So it's a way of plugging into people, a way of finding new venues, finding new people to play with, finding new experiences, and marketing it in a way that's just slightly different. It's got a bit of clout, hasn't it, Airbnb? So let's move on. So that's Airbnb. So this is Euro House Concert Hub. Again, houseconcert.eu, and what this is a network. Here we go. So on here you'll find there's 192 members, so that's pretty good, and they're all over. So you've got a lot in the UK here. You've got some in the Netherlands, the Isle of Skye, Denmark, and places in the UK I've never heard of. Granton-on-Spey, no idea where that is. Liverpool, again, like the Netherlands here. So Germany, Portugal. So again, you can see how you could put a house concert together. Now, I've made some inroads with this. I've contacted some people reply, some people don't. Again, it's just literally a numbers game. You've got to keep applying, keep finding it. And I know personally there's a guy who I know who's gone through this, and he's been picking up gigs in Germany and stuff. So it does work. It's a great way of marrying people up. And if you've got a space that you want to host people in, it could be some kind of way of doing a swap. So there you go. There's the different sites we've been looking at today to help you as a working musician to get more gigs. I hope that was helpful for you. And of course, the links will be provided down there as well. So click through them if you haven't joined any of these sites before. And please hit the like button and share this video with your musical friends. And please be sure to subscribe down below as well and hit the little bell button, and it will tell you when I'm going to be doing more videos, which is every day. So you'll be updated every day with more videos about music, money and marketing. And I'll see you on the next one.